How would you like to be able to disinfect your entire life? And no, we're not talking about COVID-19. For people who have their entire life in their handbag, this might be a great way of getting through the next few months. We're on location with proper social distancing with Sue Fuller, co-founder of the Oliver Thomas, and welcome to the Language of Business.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks for having me today.
How do you disinfect a handbag, Sue?
Oh, it's very easy, actually. You just take your bag, you turn it inside out, put it in the washing machine on cold, and then put it in the dryer.
And the fabric or the designs won't get adversely impacted at all or destroyed?
That's correct. So with Oliver Thomas, all of our bags are designed with quilted polyester, and they're actually meant to withstand a few things. One is high abrasion resistance. Secondly, they have fade-proof technology. And then third, they're actually made to withstand high heat. So that does allow for the disinfecting to take place.
Is this something you've come up with in response to COVID-19 or something you've been working on for a while?
This actually started from the initial concept of the brand. We know that everyone is very busy running around, particularly the Oliver Thomas customer. And we know that she and he travel a lot. They go to the gym, so they're frequent gym goers. They have, some of them are parents, obviously, and they work. And so we wanted a bag that went from day to night, week to weekend, and also would be highly washable because of all the contaminants that potentially could get on a bag throughout their average week and when they're traveling. And so this is something that we concepted early on. We then worked with microbiologist specialists to confirm that if you do, in fact, wash your bag and then turn around and put it in the dryer, that you would see a significant reduction in contaminants. So this started well beyond and before COVID.
How many people generally wash their handbags?
Well, from what we understand, rarely do people wash any of their bags. And that's one of the reasons why we were so passionate about letting people know about how dirty your bags get and the type of bacterial and fungal that get on it from just carrying it around on an average week. We actually categorized, we took 5 of our bags, put them through all the different types of scenarios, taking them to work, to a gym, on an airplane. And then we worked with a microbiologist specialist, which are a certified lab, where they categorized every single contaminant that possibly gets on a bag. And they fed that data back to us. And we utilized that to really understand, how we could better help our consumers lead a healthier life.
I noticed you didn't mention a minivan. I think the back seat of our minivan has vegetables growing back there. It is absolutely crazy. Where do you manufacture all of these? Is this a U.S. play? Is this an Asian play? Help our viewers and listeners understand that.
Yes, so we actually manufacture in Asia. And all of our bags are also vegan.org certified by the 501c3 out of Washington. So we basically manufacture in one facility that is in fact certified. That was really important to us.
Are you able to coordinate manufacturing in Asia right now?
Well, it's been really interesting, since the company is 2.5 years old.
Okay.
And we've had, some really interesting happenings, obviously, that you have with any type of production. But we've run into some really unique situations. About a year ago, I actually opened an office in Hong Kong. And right after I opened that office, some of the rioting started. And that was, very unique for us. But what's great is we have an amazing team that actually resides over in Asia and oversees all of the production, all of the quality, and all of the flow of goods. And so we're able to keep operating in any type of environment, whether that be the riots or now we're dealing with the pandemic, both over in Asia and now here in the US. And we've been really fortunate that our business has been mildly interrupted.
When was the last time you were physically inside your Hong Kong office?
Well, that's been a little more challenging. So we opened the office in January of last year. The last time I was over there was actually April of 2019, and I have yet to actually make a return trip back over to Asia.
Are your days and nights flipped? Does your day start at 12 noon in the United States and end around midnight with the time difference? Or how are you able to actually run an office that you can't physically visit?
Yeah, so while most people are going to bed in the US probably around 9 or 10 o'clock at night, that actually starts one part of my day. So I'm usually on for about 2 to 3 hours with the team over in Asia, and then I sleep for a little bit. I get back up around 2 to 3 a.m., check emails, possibly take phone calls if they have any questions at all, go back to bed, and then start again at 5:30 a.m., catch up on any last minute happenings over in Asia. And then my day in the US starts around 7:30 or 8 a.m. here.
Long days for sure. How are you getting the Oliver Thomas products into the hands of U.S. consumers?
So we have two primary channels of business. We have our direct side of the business, which is consists of our website and also our social media. And then we have a large wholesale portion of our business where we sell to independent business owners that own boutiques. We also sell to country clubs, yacht clubs, gyms, and we have a really special relationship with the team at Peloton as well.
So you mentioned that your Asian operations are only mildly impacted these days, fortunately. How about your U.S. distribution operations? Are people selling? Are people buying? How is that happening, please?
Yeah, so that's been a different scenario actually. So our wholesale operation has been greatly impacted, obviously, because everything has been shut down for the past, 6 weeks or so. But we are fortunate that we do have a very robust direct business, so we are able to ship directly to the consumer. We spend a lot of time speaking with the consumer directly, both on social media as well as interacting with them on email and through our website. And so we still are able to ship goods. The other great thing is we moved our warehouse about a year ago, and we are located in a warehouse that continues to ship even during catastrophic times. So we're really fortunate that our business has not been interrupted from an operations perspective.
And what makes your relationship with Peloton unique?
We're on our 10th or 11th collaboration with them, and they actually found us when we were 3 months old. We build product specifically thinking about their consumer in mind. So it's not like they took an Oliver Thomas product and just label slapped on it. We actually, I studied their consumer, really how their consumer lives, what they value. And with every product that we do with them, we really try to take that into account. And it's been a phenomenal relationship. We'll ship in items and sometimes they sell out within 24 to 48 hours.
And are these branded as Peloton or the Oliver Thomas?
These are a collaboration, so they're actually branded with both names.
Would you consider expanding beyond handbags to other fabrics or other items that could possibly also be washable?
Yes, we're constantly looking at other items and where we think we can be unique in the market. We do offer apparel currently. We also offer customizable dog coats, which is actually very fun.
Neat,
And
yeah.
also fully washable. And we're constantly looking at the market and seeing where this white space is, evaluating it, and then seeing where we think we can make an impact in that market.
What is the single biggest thing that keeps you up at night these days about the Oliver Thomas?
Gosh, that's a great question. I would say, we're constantly thinking about how we can be better. And even in times of chaos, we view it as an opportunity. We're never short of ideas, that's for sure. And so I think it's just, making sure that we are continuing to be meaningful to our customer in the market and bringing them something that is actually improving their lives.
If somebody came to you for counsel about starting a business right now, what would you tell them?
To just go ahead and try it. I think, the biggest thing that I've learned through this is that you actually have to jump in and just start going and make sure that you are able to quickly pivot. Obviously the pandemic has not been the first thing that we've realized as a business that has been a little bit chaotic. We were 3 months into our business. We were actually sued in federal court. We won on all counts. We've survived 2 tariff increases. We've survived riots outside of our office in Hong Kong. And now we've survived a pandemic. And every single time, I always say that chaos and crisis creates opportunities. And I think we're constantly pivoting and we're constantly learning. And I think, that would probably be the advice that I would give anyone.
Sue, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Greg.
Sue Fuller, co-founder of the Oliver Thomas.